Joining me now, Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. Greg, great to see you.
To see you, Lou.
Let's start with the Nunes letter. I mean, that is very tough stuff, demanding answers, and it seems appropriately.
It is. And one must remember that Sessions can't simply say, gee, I don't know anything about it. It was the Obama administration. No, Rod Rosenstein, who also ought to be hauled in front of the Intelligence Committee, signed one of the applications for the warrant to spy on Carter Page, a Trump campaign advisor. And so the DOJ currently has a lot to answer for. Sessions will, in typical form, as he often does during his calamitous confirmation appearances, seems befuddled. He does seem like Mr. Magoo. Doesn't quite know what's going on. Always says, gee, I'll have to get back to you on that, or I don't know anything about it. The guy that, as I mentioned, that Nunes ought to haul in front of the committee is Rod Rosenstein. He was in on this, and we now know through a couple of committees that the FISA court judges were deceived and evidence was concealed, and that's a violation, by my count, of 6 felonies.
You know, all of that is outrageous, it's compelling, and yet we know that right now the Justice Department has, its leadership has inculcated a culture of delay. We never seem to get closure or resolution on any of their investigations, whether by the FBI, the Inspector General. It just goes on endlessly, and we've got to find a way to break that. The FBI seemingly no longer knows how to conduct an investigation. The effect, it seems to me, Greg, has been to give everyone in the Justice Department leadership who seems extraordinarily guilty of all sorts of infractions time to cover their trail, to hide evidence. I mean, there's no urgency to that institution. It is utterly mind-boggling.
Which is why it was such a dumb and feckless announcement by Sessions to say, yeah, I'll have the Inspector General look at that. I mean, the IG investigates misconduct, not crimes. There's plenty of compelling evidence of crimes here. The IG doesn't have grand jury subpoena power. He can't compel witnesses. This IG has already complained to Congress that every time he tries to talk to the FBI and the Department of Justice, they dummy up or deflect, or they provide him with documents that appear to have been altered or redacted. So you have to have a second special counsel who has the power to compel.
Right. And the FBI has demonstrated its leadership, that it is, in fact, now a state police, a national state police, a secret organization that has been able to push away oversight, whether it's by the President of the United States. They are unresponsive. They are unresponsive to the U.S. Congress, to the Senate, both houses, of course, with oversight responsibility.
Yeah, constitutional authority of oversight. And yet the FBI for years, and it became acute during the Obama administration, thumbed their noses at efforts by Congress to oversee them. This is what happens when absolute power corrupts. And the DOJ and the FBI have had for too long absolute power.
In this mad nonsense that has been perpetrated by the left, that the Department of Justice is an independent department of the executive branch. The FBI is an independent police state unto itself. I mean, this is ignorance. By the way, this ignorance is supported by Speaker Ryan, Senator Mitch McConnell, the leaders of the House and the Senate, because they are part of a massive problem that is threatening this presidency.
The DOJ FBI independence is one of the great canards perpetrated by those institutions on Congress and the American public. It doesn't exist. It was fabricated so they could get away with abuses of power.
Very quickly, Clapper, Comey, and Brennan.
Yeah.
The top three, the former heads of the top three intelligence agencies and the head of the intelligence community, the NDI, they have until tomorrow to respond to Chairman Nunes and the committee.
And hats off to Nunes for demanding answers. And if they don't provide answers, slap them with subpoenas, compel them to testify. You'll find those three individuals you named, Comey, Clapper, and Brennan, were the instigators of the dossier. They got it early on, and they ran with it to harm Trump and, as you said in your intro, marginalize his presidency.
Greg Jarrett, as always, good to have you here.
Good to see you, Lou.
Thank you.